EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip it. Five. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On first down, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets it reprieved. It's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Ball again on second down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, here's Hall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They're going to try and throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 60 by 6, 60 by 6, 17.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. 65.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Come 19. Let's go. 79. 18. Pioneers. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Take the cap to them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun and Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you can almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. He probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
19 tights.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. they're able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Frazier. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now. Eluding the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They run it with Hall off the option. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
60.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And credit the tackle to Samuel Womack.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They run the option on second down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Hands it off out of the gun. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time. It's going to leave him with a 4 to go. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Ball again on 2nd down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run with Hall. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Hall again on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Waste of time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Hall again on 2nd down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. The legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing, Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Herbert. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Hey, you got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Now Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Under pressure, and they got to him again. We need overtime to decide this one. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
So it's a win for the Bucs here, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he was instrumental in earning this victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.